Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we're going to be drawing and painting a tulip. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about the process, but also about the importance of just relaxing and enjoying your artwork and how therapeutic it can be, and not putting too much pressure on yourself to having something too perfect. So to begin with, I've got some cadmium yellow and I'm covering the whole drawing in a very loose watery wash of cadmium paint. The pencil drawing, I didn't video myself doing that because tulips are a very simple shape. You can get some images of tulips off the internet, or if you've got a bulb catalogue or a gardening book, and just have a look at where those leaves, where those petals overlap, and look at them carefully and draw those before you set off using, a light pencil so it doesn't show through your painting afterwards. So I set off with the cadmium, and then I worked wet in wet, and then afterwards I worked wet in dry, and then I added some crayons, because this was all about just having a bit of fun. I've not done any painting and drawing for a couple of weeks, well, more than a couple of weeks actually, because before Christmas I had a nasty chest infection, and then of course we've been off work with Christmas, so I was feeling a bit rusty. Also today is a very, very dull, horrible, miserable day, so I wanted some nice bright colours, and tulips lend themselves to that because they come in so many different colours, but also you could invent the colours. It doesn't have to be just as they are. And if you wanted to, you could do a different flower, you could do a butterfly, anything that's nice and bright to cheer yourself up. So we'd put too much pressure on ourselves to have things perfect, and especially with artwork, I think, and especially when you're beginners and your eye is drawn to things that you think within your painting, that you think yourself you've done wrong, but because you're the one putting the pressure on yourself, because you're thinking about that little area that you're not happy with, your eye is really going to it every time you look at it. But when you show your artwork to somebody else later on, their eye isn't going to be going to that because they don't know about that, they've not been thinking about it. They're going to go to an expressive painting with lots of colour and lots of fun in it, that's showing your personality, because you're going to relax whilst you're doing it. So put some music on, have a really comfortable seating position, and don't worry about those mistakes. Just keep ploughing on, keep adding colours, relax. I've said relax a few times now, but that's what it's about to me. To me, I don't do photorealistic paintings. You'll know that if you've been following me for a while. It should be all about expressing yourself and having fun. So that's part of why I got my crayons out. I've got a tin of crayons that I've had for years, all different colours, and I like line work. If you look at my own work, you'll know that I like drawing on top of my paintings. You'll know that I like being expressive with lines. So you don't have to do that. You can carry on with the paints, carry on building up your watercolours if you wanted to, but I like a good scribble, if that's a good word to use. I like scribbling. So lots of nice colours, and have a scribble and just enjoy yourself, and that will show through at the end. Like I say, when that person looks at it, they're not going to see that bit that you weren't happy with. They're going to see that you put some of your own personality and expression into that painting. And it's good for you, because whilst you're doing that, whilst you've got that music on, and whilst you're mixing those lovely bright colours, you're not going to be thinking about whatever else is worrying you at that time. So the colours I've used here, I'll just go through them. I've got cadmium yellow, that nice big first wash, and then I had the cadmium red, and I had a rose red, and I had an olive green with some blue mixed into it, because tulips do tend to be quite on the blue side with their stalks. But again, you could put a pink stalk on it if you wanted to. It really doesn't matter. Just go for it, and don't worry about it being perfect. I know I've said it a few times now, but that's what I really wanted to get across today, because I think, particularly with beginners, it's something I've come across a lot, is people put way too much pressure on themselves when they should be just enjoying it. Okay, and if you don't want to show it to anybody once you've done it, you don't have to either. If you've enjoyed it and you've had an hour where you've relaxed, I've said relaxed again, if you've had an hour where you've switched off from everything else, it's worth it. It doesn't matter what it looks like at the end, but usually it turns out really nice when you're happy and enjoying it. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Any comments, please do put in down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any requests, also put those down below. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I will be back with you again soon. Bye bye for now.